Alright, let me go ahead and open it up. We relieve the pressure. Looks spectacular. Yep, looks great. So it's done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to drain it from a drainer. Get all the water out of it. And then from there, I'm just going to go ahead and bag it up. I think I'm going to do 2 bags. So 2.5 pounds each, because I think these were 3 pounds, so I think it's going to be 1.5 pounds each. But let me go ahead and strain it real quick. Okay, so here's my strainer. I'm going to go ahead and pour it on out. Yep, ooh, nice and clean, yay. And I'm going to go ahead and squeeze out as much of the grease out as I can. So squeezing it on out. And then I'm going to let it cool down. And once it cools down just a little bit, like maybe leave it for like around maybe 5-10 minutes or so. I'm kind of airing it out by doing just this right here. I'm going to go ahead and put inside of, you can put inside of Ziploc bags or put it inside of containers, whatever it is you want to put it in. I have these type of bags that are microwavable, boilable, and freezable, so I'm going to use these. I'm going to use those. But put them inside of a bag. When you put them in the bag, I'll show you. I want you to make sure you put it in a layer. Don't have it bunched up, because then when you defrost it, it defrosts faster. So I'll show you what that is. We'll be back in like 5-10 minutes. Alright. Move that out the way. And I'm just going to put a cup in each until I run out. So I can make sure it's even. So there's a cup in that bag. Let me do a cup in this bag. In this bag, the other bag. So it's looking like it may be around 2 1/4. Let me see. Yep. So I got 2 scoops in each bag, and I have half a cup left. So it's basically 2 cups and 1/4. Oops. It's not cooperating. There we go. And I'll put the rest in this one. There we go. And if you have it in a Ziploc bag, of course, just seal it up and seal it up and be ready. But I have a food processor. I have a vacuum sealer. It's a Kenmore. You can use your Food Saver, the Rival, whichever one you have. Just a vacuum sealer if you're putting them inside of your Ziploc or your bags to be vacuumed. So let's move on over there and let's seal these babies up. Okay, so here's the Food Saver. The way these specific bags work, I have to fold them so I can be able to get the air out of them. And then I squeeze out as much of the air as I can, and then let me seal it. See if it'll form the seal. Yep, it's sucking it out. Sucking out some of the juices of it. I don't want to take out too much of it, so I think I'm going to stop it and just seal it, because I don't want all of the juice out of it. And I don't know if you could hear that sizzling when it's sealed, but I think that's from the liquid. See? It's sealed. And I like to do a double seal. So I'm going to put it back down, and I'm going to seal it twice. And this time I'm just going to seal it. Hear it? That's the juices, because it was going through some of the bag. And this is what I mean by when you're done with it. Let me scoot it down a little bit. I like to push it through. I like to make it leveled. So I'm pushing it through down on it. And the reason why I do this is because it's easier to thaw out than when it's bunched together. So I'm just kind of pushing it down. And it's easier to stack when you put it in your freezer. There we go. And you can use this for whatever you want to use it for. Anything that you would use ground sausage with. Here we go. So there we go. Yep. So then when I put it inside the freezer, which I am, another thing that I always recommend not even recommend, but that you definitely need to do, make sure you date it. I'm going to go ahead and date mine 8/19. Oops. I think I'm going to give myself 2 months for it. It may last longer. You can give or take and find out how long it takes, but I think I'm going to give me 2 months to get it. So I'm going to put 10/19, so October 19th, and I'm going to put 2M, and I circle it to let me know that I'm giving myself 2 months. And then I can look online, and if I decide after 2 months, if I haven't used it, and I look online and I see that people say you can last for a year in there, then I'll just erase it out and update it. But otherwise, I know I'm going to use this within probably this month. And then just so I won't know that it's ground beef, I'm going to put sausage. So it's good to label stuff, because you just never know. You think you know what it is right now, but times change. 10/19, 2M. Circle. Let me do it again. Gosh, it's a little hard to write on it. There we go. That's better. 2M 10/19. Let me put sausage on here. SAUSAGE. There we go. Alright, now this is done. I'm going to go ahead and pop this inside of the freezer. And to thaw it out, take it out the night before. Or if you don't, these are freezer bags, so I can, or microwave bags, so I just pop it in the microwave for like 1 minute just to soften it up a little bit, and then I can just go ahead and heat it up. I'll just put it right in the skillet or put it in my pot and just kind of heat it up, and then use it as ever you're going to use it. So there you go. And before I let you go, I always like to say, on behalf of your friends, family, and loved ones, thank you. You could be doing so many other things with your time, but instead you're using your valuable time to make us great food and making it so we're not eating out, and we appreciate you and we thank you. Thanks and God bless.